Good evening. How is everybody? Welcome in. Welcome to my live. If you've never been to the channel before, hello and welcome. Welcome back to all the returning Titans that are here for another live with me. If you, actually, I forgot to do that. Let me see if it's copied in there. Before we get started, I will, I just like to do it in the beginning to copy the membership in the chat because then I'll remember to do it. So how's everybody's weekend? Teresa beat me to it. She just said, hope you're all having a great weekend. Me too. I hope you guys are. It was a pretty nice day here in Ohio. It was in the 50s. The sun was shining. Pretty sure I did actually. I saw some people with sandals on. I was like, okay, we're heading in the right direction. I think it's safe to say that we can put the snow shovel away, knock on wood. But it's Ohio, so we may get some snow. It's freezing where Ray is. I'm glad I'm not. But Ruth isn't freezing from Key West. If you guys are new and you've never been in our chat, let us know where you're from. We'd love to know. We really do. I love that we're all from all over the place. Other countries, other states, even just other towns. Because a lot of us are from Ohio even. Oh, beach day today. Which beach did you go to? Like, did you go to the one like where you're from, or did you go to another beach? You're not freezing in California, no siree. It's probably nice out there. Well, actually, it's probably kind of chillier. It's evening, but not. It's probably too bad. 75 North Carolina. Man, you guys have some nice weather. I thought 50 was good. Oh, Emma. You're new to YouTube. Oh, that's awesome. And she's from Australia. Okay, I was like, I had to look at that for a minute. Oh my gosh, I love that. Well, welcome. I was fairly new to YouTube. I started my YouTube channel a few years ago, but I was very new up until last August. So welcome to the new club. We're all kind of new over here. Well, everyone's new to me. So Lulu said it's, hello everyone. Soon I'll be complaining of the heat here in Southern California, but it was snowing the last 2 days near Joshua Tree, California. We heard that like San Diego or something was getting snow. That is insane. I wonder like what people are doing over there. They're probably freaking out. Oh, I bet that was fun. $8 or 8 sand dollars today. Oh my gosh, and 1 starfish. Oh, I bet that's so much fun just to go to the beach. I love it. You started YouTube back on July 31st? I didn't know that. Well, my actual date is Christmas. What's up with that? Christmas. Like, I don't remember starting a YouTube page on Christmas. What was I not doing on Christmas that I was starting a YouTube page? I must have been sad or something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think it was just, maybe it was a YouTube glitch because I don't remember ever doing it on a Christmas, but I guess that's when it was. So last Christmas was like 3 years, I think. Freezing, trying to avoid a $400 electric bill. I can understand that one. We actually we had to turn the air conditioner on earlier today. It was so hot. Oh, let me turn my fan off. I had that thing on so high. Sorry, guys. It was hot in here earlier, so I turned my fan on to cool myself off before I come on the live. Which I could start the camera. I don't know why I didn't. I always forget to start my camera. Here I am. Oh, 7 years ago. Oh. Well, I'm glad that we're seeing some people come in. I figured I'd just give it a couple minutes since it's Saturday. I figured no one will yell at me for talking to the chat for a minute. I don't think so. One lady did the other day. That was not very nice of her. What was that? Friday? When did we do the Murdoff? Was it Thursday? Thursday, yeah. It was Thursday evening. Oh man, after streaming the whole Murdoff trial for that 8.5 hours, that was a long live. When you're talking to somebody that has ADHD to the fullest, and I can't ever sit still, like ever. Vincent left to get breakfast this morning. He came back and he said, "What are you doing?" Like, he said, "Every time I leave, you'll like be sitting. We'll be sitting together, and then I leave, and you're always up when I get back." And I'm like, "Well, I could be doing something while you're gone." So I was working out a little bit. I know that my mom had like a sand dollar. Is that what it is? Sand dollar one time? I bet you I have it somewhere. It's 40 degrees, but it feels like 32. No, I bet it does. I do watch Annie Elise. I saw that she came out with a video today. So because I was going to watch it when it was supposed to come on at 1, and then she had like so what I think happened was on her video, she had that TikTok that had the music playing. So I think she had to take that audio out before she could come and play her premiere. So that's why it took a minute for her to like come on. But I didn't see the actual like premiere broadcast of it. I watched it like a little bit later, but I didn't watch all of it. I was kind of like watching it and listening to it like while I was cleaning. But yeah, no, it was good. I liked it. There was actually a couple things on there that I really liked. There was there's a video, and I don't know if I could show it. I don't think she would care, but and there's a video, and it's Mr. Gonzalez and Kaylee, and he's in the backyard. And I've always said that I thought that Mr. Gonzalez just reminds me of my father. Like, my father passed, but he reminds me a lot like my dad. My dad would have probably been a lot like him. And he is teaching Kaylee how to shoot a gun in the backyard, like how to like defend herself. And my dad taught me how to shoot a gun in the backyard, and I almost lost it. Like, you know, that's just country living, you know? And then she screamed like when she like pulled the trigger, and it was just so sad. It was like, you know, just seeing her dad so happy, but it's just really sad. You took a break from YouTube today? I did too, kind of, here and there. We went shopping. We went shopping for some stuff. It was nice. Yeah, I started watching her last year. Like, right whenever I got into true crime. But I'm one of those people, I nitpick. That's my downfall. I need to stop doing that. And Summer, we needed you today. We went to buy me some makeup, and Vincent was like, "Where's Summer?" Like, we couldn't get help anywhere. But then we went to Sephora, and it was all better. But we went to Ulta twice, couldn't get any help. And so he like knows that you do hair and stuff. And I'm like, so he probably thinks, you know, he probably just assumes you love makeup too, which I think you do. But we needed some help. But the girl at Sephora was so nice and incredibly kind, and she was fast. I'm a speed shopper. I don't like to talk to people out in public if I don't have to. You know what I mean? Hi, Selena. Oh, so Ina was asking, you've never seen a sand dollar? What's inside of a sand dollar? Because there's like something in there, or was that when it breaks? My mom used to have them. She would collect them from the Jersey Shore. She grew up there. She grew up in Philadelphia. So they would go to the Jersey Shore as kids. And, you know, yeah, we're going to have to send you a sand dollar. Doves. That's what it represents or something like that. Doves. I'd have to remember, but I know my mom told me like the story behind them and stuff. Hi, Brenda. See, the last time we went into Ulta, before I went to Clinique and started using Clinique, there was a guy in there, and you could just tell he just knew what he was doing. He just knew. You wanted him. You wanted him to help you. But that night, I really just didn't want anyone to help me. I just wasn't in the mood. So we left, and I ended up going to like another place. Oh, we ended up going back. But then we like didn't get any help. And I'm like, there was nobody to even help me because everyone was busy with somebody. And so then we left, and then today we went to Sephora, and that girl was on it. She color matched me in like 2 seconds. I was like you. And the makeup was really good. That, Steve, I do not know. I don't know much about Brent Kopacka. other than the fact that, he had he was he was in the military and he had a problem, a mental health problem, it seems like, and did some very bad things. But I don't think that he's involved in this case. That's just me. Oh, for Vincent. Okay, yeah, you can ask it. He's probably on here. He'll probably hear it. She said, have it court. For Vincent. Yeah, you can ask him. Vincent's the best. But we do have an Essie. Oh, yes. There's a poem. You're so right. Is the poem really sad? Because I feel like for some reason I maybe saw the poem the night my mom passed, but I heard the story beforehand. It was in someone else's bathroom. I think they did, and I think that was really creepy that I saw that. Yeah, I feel really bad for his family. I feel really bad for a lot of these people's families. I mean, like, other than the victims, obviously, and the like Jack Showalter and all of those people, but I feel bad for the people that are deceased, like Hannah Claire. Her family's come forward and has said multiple times, like, our daughter, this had nothing to do with our daughter. Please leave our daughter out of this. Like, they've begged people to leave her out of this. Like, just let her rest. And that's hurtful. Can I play an instrument? Someone asked me that before. I cannot play an instrument. I've tried multiple instruments, but I cannot play a single one. I am going to, Alex. Oh, yeah, Alex asked that. But yeah, someone asked that last week. Is that who asked? Well, I'll just say because someone asked me that before. No, my dad played the harmonica. I could try. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to write that down. Sand dollar. Like, poem, so I can look that up. So tonight we are going to talk about, like, 3D animations. I don't know. We're just going to have, like, all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I just have all kinds of stuff to show you. I have a couple News Nation articles, like, that came out last night. One of them is over, which we already saw some of the videos of, but it's over, Kaylee's sister having the new baby. I do have some other pictures that I can show you that are a little bit better than the ones that I showed last night. Because I think I just showed the ones on my community feed or community post. We'll talk a little bit about, the house being demolished. It's going to happen sooner than later, I guess. So, and then also I just wanted to go over different, different ways that they collect, like, people collect evidence, crime scene analyst, how they analyze it, how they collect it. How much do they have? Do they have enough? So I thought we could just discuss that for this evening. Also, let me see. I think that's something that Vincent says I say all the time. And let me see. I'm going to hashtag some shirts for you guys with some sayings that I say because he makes fun of me. I did want to go over an open panels. So if I do like an open panel and you guys ever want to come up, just let me know and I'll drop the link for you. If you have something that you want to come up, you want to say, maybe have a question, you need something better understood. Maybe you're not good in the chat, but you're good at, maybe talking and you're not good at typing, things like that. I don't mind opening the panel up. You don't even have to come on and show your face. Just show it to me backstage, just so I know you're not some crazy, person, which I don't think you could really tell by someone's looks. But, that's usually what creators do. They just have them turn the camera on in the back and then backstage. And then when you come on, you can always turn it off if you guys ever want to do that. Because I want people to be able to express their opinions on this channel. And I know sometimes it gets lost in chat. Like sometimes when you're trying to say something, I know me up here with a microphone in my mouth, I can't get words out sometimes. So I just don't want you guys to ever feel like scared or any of that because, I don't want to intimidate anybody. Not you guys anyway. Just kidding. Which one did I try? The flute, the clarinet, and the trumpet. I tried all three. And I couldn't play a one. Let me grab my Let me grab my drink really quick. Hold on. I was about to ask the same thing, Ray. They even taught us how to read music, but I couldn't really read it. But my dad played the guitar and the harmonica, and he sang and played the drums, but he never taught me that. Oh, you have a bad accent. It's never that bad. I'm like, I have an accent, I think. I feel like I have a bad accent. I don't know. Piano, it's probably because of the technique. You'd be better off with piano possibly, or a bass. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it was just my learning then too. I was so young. I think I just liked it because it was shiny. It was 4th through 6th grade. So I'll go over a couple things really quick, and then I'll drop the link in there in case anyone does want to come up. And I'll drop the link throughout the live as well. And then next time we do a members only live, we'll do, if I can do an open panel, we'll do an open panel that night too. I don't think I did. I've never heard your accent. That's what I mean. Everyone's always heard me and seen me. I would love to see you guys. It's kind of like when COVID, we were in COVID, full masks and stuff like that, and you weren't going anywhere without a mask on. I was a boutique manager, not an owner at the time, but I was a manager. And it was a brand new store. We opened during COVID, so I didn't see any of my clientele's faces. And then I left before the mask mandate was lifted, probably a month before. So I never did see their faces. But they some of them end up coming to my store, so. Okay, so I will let you up in just a minute there, Alex. I'm just going to go through this part really quick, and then I'll let you up. It says throughout the investigation, so this is what I wanted to read to you guys really quick, because a lot of people were kind of having a little bit of, problems, you would say, with what evidence was taken from the house. So I don't know if you guys have found out yet, but I think everyone has, but they boarded up the house. They put a fence up around the home, around the structure, I think about a week or a week and a half ago. And then 2 days ago, I believe it was, they put up boards. They either took the windows out or they just boarded up the windows. So everything is boarded up now at the house. So with that being said, the owner of the property decided to ask the school if they wanted the property, and the school accepted it. And they are going to tear down the structure. And I'm not sure what they're going to exactly put there. I know that they're putting a memorial, a memorial park over at the actual on the campus. So they may leave that area not as much of a memorial there, because maybe you don't want to memorialize them there. So maybe they'll just keep that at the school. But I think that if you were to plant trees, 4 trees or something along those lines, I think that would be something nice, something that grows bigger, stronger each year. I think that would be something nice. Oh, getting coffee with her daughter. That sounds like so much fun. Vice versa. Because I would be with my mom, if I could do that with my mom. So, let me see here. I do say that a lot. Now that Vincent told me earlier, I say, let me see. So now every time I say it, I'm going to say it a lot. And I'm going to think of him every time I say it. He got in my head, guys. He got in my head. Okay, so what I think is, I think that they collected enough evidence out of the house, because a lot of people are a little, taken aback, I guess, that they were going to tear down the building. I heard that they're going to tear it down by the spring, but that's just what I've heard. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard anything else. So I don't know. A lot of people are also saying that, so the owner did get insurance settlement check, but I still feel like it was still a nice gesture. I mean, he did get an insurance check, but he could have got that insurance check, tore down that building, and built another building right on top of it and rented it out. Or he could have put a restaurant there, a parking structure. Do you know what I mean? He could have still kept it if he wanted it and still collected the insurance money on it. I still think that was very, very kind gesture. Just a very kind gesture. So what they did collect, because it's been a while since we've been on the City of Moscow's website, but throughout the investigation, detectives have collected the following. And then this is just from the tip line, so I'm not going to really go through that. I'll go through what they actually found in the house. So 113 pieces of physical evidence, approximately 4,000 crime scene photographs, multiple three-dimensional scans of the residence. And so I don't know if you guys have ever seen what 3D dimensional scans do, but I have a video for that as well. So do you think based on everything that we know right now, which isn't a lot, because they're not going to give us, the full, they're not going to give us everything that they have. That just wouldn't be very smart on their half. But from what they've given us so far, do you think that they've collected enough evidence out of the house? Because I personally do, with the 3D scans especially. Musical gamer, you haven't. Where have you been? Well, I hope that you are doing good. Yeah, Alex really wants me to be talking about instruments. I was never an instrument channel. Oh, you did? So, okay, you learned about it in community college? Okay. So I used to watch this show. I used to love this show back in the day. It's old. It's from probably early 2000s, definitely early 2000s. But, so I went to school for criminal justice and applied science, and I just live for this stuff. So I'm going to show you a video, and I hope I don't think they would copyright it, but because it's so old. But it's just basically it's going to just show you them scanning the room and what it looks like. I'm not going to play the full hour episode. It's literally just a few minutes, but it'll show you what they look like back then. So this is back in early 2000s. So I can only imagine what they're capable of doing now. But I was I thought that in my head. I was I can only show you guys that, so you guys can kind of see what exactly they're going to have. They're literally going to have, if you have a thing of lip gloss and it's sitting on the table, it takes the scan of that lip gloss, and it'll even have the printing, the writing on it. Blood splatter, exactly where it was, the position, the height, the measurements are all put into this huge computer thing, which I'm sure they're smaller now. See, I've never heard of anyone ever keeping a crime scene preserved for decades. When have they done that? That's the thing. I don't ever remember. I never remember them ever doing that. Maybe I don't know. Exactly. Grip, aim, squeeze. Yeah. If you think they tear that house down before getting all the evidence, get help. Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, did I hear something? Oh, can they request the hearing be moved up in time? They could. Oh, so it wasn't, no one said it wasn't blood and no one said it wasn't oil, but it's definitely blood. They've had different experts come out and say, I've heard them anyway. There's no rusting or anything where it would be a pipe to where it would be something like that there. It's, the piping is it's not metal. It's, the white CBC or CVC piping or whatever it's called, plastic piping. Yeah, Lulu, I have a thing at the end of the video too about him, like if you know about information getting out and stuff. That is true, Brittany, that they will have they'll have everything that we have. Well, I thought I did. Yeah, I do have a special guest, huh? I was trying to read the chat. Sorry if I get quiet. I just like to read what you guys have to say because that's what we're here for, you know? Literally. Oh, we're down that rabbit hole too, Lori. Yeah, we got Teresa, Summer. There are main experts on the Murdaugh. I don't even pretend to be. I don't. Teresa's got book after book after book. If she doesn't have the books, then Summer's got the pictures, and together they've got brilliant minds. So we've been doing a lot of, we streamed like 8.5 hours Tuesday when he went, or Thursday, I'm sorry, Thursday when he took the stand. Friday had a doctor's appointment, but we did a live last night just over Idaho. And then tomorrow I'm going to do one over Murdaugh. So we'll be doing one over that tomorrow. Oh, you're in South Carolina too? Well, that's where Summer's from. You guys are all down south. See, I'm debating on whether to do the Netflix because I really want to see that, or if I should do that, like just get us caught up with court, because I know it's going to be good. Yesterday was good. I'm getting pieces of it, pieces and pieces. But yeah, we've been following that case too. Yeah, I think Netflix changed here too, actually. I know that like people can't copy people's like passcodes anymore. Like I guess if you could get someone's password, you could get into their account and then use the same account. I don't know. Was it good, Selena? Was it good? The documentary? I'm going to have to watch it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys this too. Hold on one second. Because you guys are the best ever. Let me see where it's at. Okay, so if you guys haven't liked the video, if you guys could, it would really mean the world to me. It's Saturday, and most people are off on Saturdays, so you should be in a good mood because you're off and you're watching true crime. Or if you're not watching, you're just listening, that's fine too. So if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel. I am trying to hit my little goal, 6,500 subscribers by the end of this weekend, and we're at 6,483 now, so I got to update my banner. But I know we can hit it. Just a little goal. It is crazy. That the whole trial is crazy. I'm wondering, okay, so is it the one with all the kids in it too? All the kids are talking? Brittany is. Brittany, what was Brittany's last name? Barron. She's up there. So I'll tell you this. If I wouldn't have known any of if I wouldn't have known any of his prior crimes, or if I would have just started watching the trial the day that he took the stand, like that 8 hours, I probably would have sided with him a little bit. Not going to lie. He's a lawyer, so he's great at talking. And what he's great at doing is going back, because the jury, they can't write stuff down. He's good at going back, saying, no, that's not true, and then twisting it. And just like, it just runs smoother. Like, I don't know. He's good at what he's doing. But Friday, on the other hand, the kingdom started to fall, I feel like. Let me see here. No comments get blocked or filtered, Angel with an A. Actually, some of them do. Some comments do actually get filtered through me if I see them. That's why I have my iPad over. It's like right here. I can't do it on the computer, like on my StreamYard. I can't, for some reason. It'll show me over here. It'll hold it for review. If you use like improper words, which it's not words I put into the system, it's words that YouTube puts in. Normally I'll always approve it, or one of the mods can. And I know that Summer's been on it before because I know she's approved stuff. So since Kohlberger was arrested, yeah, I feel like we've got, I feel like we've gotten a lot of, like sources are coming out, like people are coming out here and there. And then we are hearing from other people that are not credible at all, but people are taking theirs like gospel. I've done so many lives. If you want to watch a few of them to catch up, I mean, we cover so much in our lives. I feel like this live's just going to be kind of more relaxed tonight. I have some stuff I'd like to show you, but it's nothing groundbreaking. But I mean, normally I come on, we got something, something's going on. We either got a TikToker fleeing the country because she doesn't want to get arrested, even though she's already lost the lawsuit. And you've got Justin MIA, Kim gone, Kim's husband, remember, slow guy, gone. Yeah, and then if you guys, I meant to tell you guys this before. If you guys are ever bored, and I'm serious because I'm entertainment when I need to be. But if you guys ever want to watch any of my old videos, I've been doing YouTube for 3 years. So before I even did and even after I started true crime, but I would do little review videos and stuff. I don't know if you ever think about watching them and you need a good laugh, because you'll know I was new then, and it's just a lot's happened. So I saw that summer that someone at WSU died today. Do you know how they did? Yeah. Yeah, she and then after the 2 cease and desist that she received, she decided to get back on TikTok and say some more stuff. I mean, it's bad news. It's just so bad. Just so bad. So let me play you this. Okay, so basically this, I don't know what this, I mean, I do but it's been a while since I've watched this episode of this show. But you can see this is going to be this is the crime scene. And I'll just play it for I mean, it's only 5 minutes, so I won't even play it the whole way. But you'll just see what the scan, this is what the scans pick up. And they're these huge, at the time, I don't know, they probably look a lot better now. They're probably a lot smaller now. But at the time, they were this big, and they were a gray looking box. And you literally just put it into the room. You put the measurements of the room in there. And it measures everything, and it puts everything where it was. It's a digital photograph of the whole room, a 3D image. If you guys have never seen this show, it's called Crime 360. It's super old, but I think they had 2 seasons. And if you guys are into true crime, which you guys are all here, so I'm sure you are, you guys should watch them because they're really good. It's very interesting how they use these images.
Fridge, and he comes out, pops him.
The suspect sneaks up on him with a gun. Maybe the gun is wrapped in the t-shirt.
Says something to get his attention. Victim snaps his head back to see what's going on. Pop. First round drops him right where that nice drop of blood is. And then, of course, coup de grace to the right side, back of the head.
Maybe he got killed on the futon.
Wraps him up in plastic. Then he looks around. I need something else because I don't have enough plastic bags. I don't have enough tape. I'm just gonna wrap him up in this comforter.
He rolled him off.
Drags him on the floor.
Dragged him over to the top of the stairs. Again, we found more blood at the top of the stairs, he stopped, because our victim was huge. He was 250, so if it was just him, he would have been struggling dragging him.
All right, ain't nobody to help me. I'm gonna drag him down. I can grab the edge of this comforter, drag him down, get him in the trunk.
Based on what the ME is saying and the injuries, there's nothing ruling out that this guy may have been dragged after he was killed.
The ME stated that it's possible that this suspect moved the body by himself. You know, the victim had some markings on his back, you know, and in the apartment itself, you know, he could have cleaned up just the surface drag marks, you know, with cleaner, and then carried him down the stairs and out into the trunk.
So we have no hard evidence, no facts, no evidence whatsoever, no witness statements pointing to anything other than one suspect.
That's absolutely correct.
So we've got a good theory.
You know, if he knows you don't know what you're talking about, and he's gonna tell us to go to hell.
Gotcha. The way I see it, this is my last chance to interview this guy. I need him to confess because we can't hold him any longer.
I'm helping this guy.
Sometimes they'll play like at the end, they would play like the crime again, but that's like the gist of it. I wanted just to give you guys like a little bit of the gist. This thing on my side is flashing for some reason. But thank you guys for joining me this evening. If you're just now coming in, we are talking about the Idaho 4 case. I was just showing a video. We're basically talking about the evidence that they collected at the crime scene, you know, throughout the last, I meant to count the weeks since they've had the house. But they've been done since January, I think, collecting evidence. That was about the last time because they were going to release the house February 1st, but then they didn't do that because Brian Kohlberger was in custody. But now the house is boarded up and it's going to be torn down. They're going to do something with that area. I guess it was donated to the school, and basically the head of the school, he wants all of the students to kind of have a say in what goes there, which I thought, to me, lighted up paths would be nice, because I know that a lot of students they cut down those alleyways. They're not really bright. So maybe like some nice lit paths for the students to like kind of walk around from, to the schools and stuff. It would just be something that can be there for them, let me see on my side, because sometimes you have to refresh the page. Let's see. Everybody like my video, y'all. We got 43 likes. I know you guys can do it for me. It's Saturday. I don't know why Saturday makes a difference, but I'm working it like it does. Because everyone can sleep in tomorrow. Unless you wake up early, for church or something like that. Then you're probably not sleeping in tomorrow. And I never sleep in. See, me too, Juniper Rod. If I was Brian and pleading not guilty, I would petition the court to move up the hearing because he's rotting in jail. He actually waived his right to a speedy trial. So, he wants all the time in the world. It's so crazy, isn't that? Oh, thank you, Summer, for the 1999 super sticker. I appreciate you. See, it's Saturday. That's what it is. No. I don't know. I'm just saying everything for Saturday. Saturday's a good day. Rye Davis has to go get some more coffee. I need to buy Vincent some coffee for our anniversary. He likes coffee. What can I say? He's easy peasy. So the next thing I was going to go over was this little Ashley Banfield came out with an episode. It's nothing like, sources or anything. I don't think she says that in this. She just talks about the house being demolished. We went over this last night, but this was a new episode that came out after we did our live. So I figured we would talk about this, just, kind of have a nice, relaxing live. Saturdays are the best days. I like Fridays too. I think Fridays and Saturdays, I like them so much because I don't really go out and do anything. But I think it's because I was always so busy those days, and I'm still pretty busy those days. But I'm busy every day. I was telling Vincent earlier, to do a live, it depends on what topic, but literally it takes me no less than 6 to 8 hours to research, to get the videos together, to get my notes together. Most of the time I don't even use my notes, but I should. So I'm like, I mean, it's time consuming, that's for sure. But I love it at the same time. Let's see here. Speedy trial, each side isn't ready yet. So much evidence too. Lots of witnesses, informations. Yeah, there's just so much. Wave speedy, but not lengthy. Oh, okay. He might not have known what it would be. Oh, that would be June. Yeah, he may have thought maybe next month. Yeah, he may have. And the thing is, that judge, she ain't playing. She ain't playing. Okay. I've never seen a judge do this. I'm just starting in true crime, but I've watched true crime my whole life, but I've never really watched other than like OJ's trial and stuff, and Scott Peterson, Casey Anthony. I mean, a few, but I haven't watched like a whole lot, but I'm learning. I was going to say something, but now I figured I was going to say. I think it was about something about the trial. Oh, and this was, okay, so this is what it was. So the judge was like, you know, June 26th, will that court date work for you? And she was just like, looking over her notes. And the judge was like, we're going to give you, or I'm sorry, the 26th through the 30th. She's taking that whole week off to hear evidence. She is not going to let them continue that. I have a feeling she thought if I give them the date of the 26th, they're going to come in here on the 26th and say, we need a continuance. And she's going to say, nope, because you have till tomorrow now. Come back and be ready. So I don't know. Oh, you heard that too? You heard BK was pushing for an earlier date, end of April. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's done with being in jail because it's not fun. Wait, hold on. What happened with 10 to over 100K? Savage does true crime. I think I missed the top. Parental alienation case on the side of alienator. The dad, and helped him raise 300K when he completely lost custody, took the girl and went on the run to Mexico. What? Oh, wow. I didn't know about that. There are so many people that are just insane. When he was caught, he had, I think, coke on him. Wow. So she helped the dad kidnap his daughter through lies and manipulation. She went from 10 to 100K over the case. Wow. There's a lot of creators that will do that. We were talking about a couple just recently. I mean, because and with the Idaho case, people will come out with the most ridiculous story, and a large creator will say, you know, they'll put it out like it's not false. They won't even give an inclination that they think it's false. And, you know, people will believe it. It's just crazy. I mean, so then you got me over here coming back going, nope, don't listen to them. But I mean, y'all are pretty smart about that stuff. Y'all, you guys picked up real quick that, you know, there are some liars. Yeah, he can't pick the court schedule. But I don't think that I think calling Brian names, not calling names. So that was another thing I wanted to go over. Like calling him like sociopath, psychopath. I was thinking about this today. Those are both, if you look those up, they're both mental health terms. They're both brain imbalances, like chemical imbalances. So I just feel like, he has nothing mentally wrong with him. I feel like he knew exactly what he did that night when he went into that house and did what he did. I think he went in there maliciously, and I think it's because there's something, like not something mentally wrong with him. I think that nothing mentally, I mean, there's always something mentally wrong with someone that kills someone, but do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like he could use that as not even like use it as a defense, because you can't use that as a defense, but I feel like people are going to use it as giving him an excuse on his behavior. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't like that. I don't like that. Like, And I was thinking about that today. And then I was thinking, I was like, I don't even like that he's being like, compared to Ted Bundy anymore, because I'm like, he's Brian Kohlberger and he murdered these 4 people. This is a whole different case. Do you know? Like, I don't know. I was thinking about that today. So I was on my soapbox today, y'all. Yeah, y'all remember to like and subscribe. It's free, Summer said. She said she'll give free makeovers to anybody that subscribes. I'm just kidding. Summer's like, what are you talking about? She's like, she would never have a day off ever again. Everyone would subscribe. Yeah, mental health can't be a defense, but it could save his life from the death sentence. I just feel like, I don't know. He just, I feel like we're giving him too much. We're giving him too much here. He's not smart. He didn't leave that knife sheath on purpose. What would be the point of that? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't think that he like planted evidence. I don't think, a lot of people were saying, what was it? I hear a lot of people say that he thought he was going to get away with it. And like, that's why he committed these crimes, because I hear it both ways. Like, he thought he was going to get away with it. And then I hear, well, because he thought he was going to get caught and get all this glory. What, 20 minutes of glory for the rest of your life in jail? I don't understand that. It's just insane. Emma said she needs a makeover. That's so funny. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think that, I think most criminals think that they're going to get away with the crime that they commit. I think most criminals do when they go into it. I don't think criminals go into any crime going, I think I'm going to get caught. Let's do this. I'm going to get caught. I think they think like, maybe I could get caught. But I think, I don't know. I still don't think that he was like, yeah. And then, Emma said, I still can't forget what Brian said when he was arrested. So actually, John Wayne Gacy said the same thing when he was arrested. Did you guys arrest anybody else? The exact words. So he knows what he's doing when it comes to that, because he definitely read a book or something. Because I know a lot about John Wayne Gacy. I didn't even know that about him. I was like, I didn't even know that about him. He is very alert. You're so right, Teresa. He's very alert. He's very aware. He knows. And that's the only thing that I've seen from him that I haven't, like, I don't like anything, because allegedly he's, killed people. But from what I've seen with my own eyes, right now, is that I feel like the lack of disrespect, like, with the judge. I feel like he's addressing her, but I've never heard in a courtroom somebody not call someone ma'am, miss, your honor. Like, you hear Alec Murdaugh after every pause, after every sentence, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, So I feel like that could be because she's a woman, maybe. Maybe we'll find that out, but I think that's maybe what it is. It's a little bit of a jab, but it's his way, but he's still answering nicely. So it's like, is he being an ass, or is he, because he's not dumb. He's going to school for his he was going to school for his PhD. That's true too, Juniper Rob. But he was stalking that house before he went in 12 different times. I think he knew those people wouldn't have guns. Do you know what I mean? I think it was like a bunch of girls, because Ethan wasn't even supposed to be there. He doesn't live there. Yeah, they are looking at other cases to make sure that he's not connected to any. So I'll go ahead and play this next video here.
What
Oops.
we are told.
Sorry. Turn this up so it doesn't really hurt your ears.
From the president of the University of Idaho is this, quote, "This is a healing step, and it removes the physical structure where the crime that shook our community was committed. Demolition also removes efforts to further sensationalize the crime scene." So for anyone who thinks that once they demolish this home, if they're going to put a memorial in that spot, likely no. In fact, the university wants to canvass students about what should be in that spot, and they will have plans much later as to how that space, that real estate will be used. But it is now property of the University of Idaho because the owner of the home has decided to donate it. And so that's also sort of a question, when? Because we still have a trial, right? We don't even have our next hearing until June. And many of us thought maybe this would be a trial go-see location for a jury. Well, not if it's going to be demolished. So the question of when is critical. And we've spoken with a source with ties to the school who can only say this, and the word was soon. No timeline on it, no exact date, but soon. And that they want to make sure that there's no opportunity for people to come and grab souvenirs from the debris. And that would make perfect sense, given the report that we had tonight, that there have been kids coming out and doing TikTok dances, not just one, not just two, multiple. Not only that, it is sort of a slow flow of looky-loos in traffic that have been taking a lot of pictures, and that has amped up even today, as we are told. I will tell you this as far as the demolition plans. We have a stringer who checked in the county court today, and the clerk there said, the county office, I should say, the clerk in the county office said there are no demolition orders that are on file as we speak. There are no permits that have been pulled and no permits that have been applied for to demolish that location. But we're going to keep a very close eye on that for you, given the fact that the university source has said it's soon, but given the fact that the county clerk has said there's no permitting, clearly it's not going to happen imminently. But we did have a few new pictures for you today of that home. I think
I can explain that one for you real quick, Emma. So Emma asked, because Brian had cut himself shaving in jail. Remember when he went into court, he had the marks on his face. She said, but murdered 4 people with no cuts or marks on him. Can someone explain that, please? I don't know if you've ever been to jail, but jail razors that they give you in the jails. Have you ever seen those, like the pink Bics? You know, like the Bic razors, the disposable ones that no one ever uses. So it's like that, but it's a single blade and no soap guard. And you don't really have shaving cream. You don't have shaving cream in jail. So I think that's why he cut himself. He just never used a razor like that on his baby skin. You can tell that he has little like softer skin. The razor gels are not the same as ours. Brenda's right. Yeah. They're on a whole new level, and you get them for a matter of like seconds. They're like, they throw them at you and they're like, here you go. You got 15 minutes or 10 minutes and we need them back, because they come and they collect them and they count them. I'm sure even with him, they probably sat in there with him while he shaved. And they probably gave him the dullest razor ever. Oh yeah, Emma, you're going to learn in this chat. We'll teach ya. We'll teach ya. Does everyone in here know about jail razors? I think a lot of people do. They're just very cheap razors. They very much are. If you're a female, you would probably almost just not even shave your legs at that point. You know, you probably cut a leg off. But I wanted to answer that one because I was like, oh, that's a good one. We can answer that one too. Because I know a lot of people have that, like, have had that question whenever he did come into court. A lot of people were like, did he get beat up? Oh my God, did he get beat up? And I'm just like, no, he didn't get beat up. Not yet. He's not in Gen Pop yet.
I think we reported to you last night that we had seen it for the first time being boarded up. And that was sort of not expected. You know, we saw the chain link fence go up. And then a few weeks afterwards, we spotted these plywood boards that were put over the windows and the doors. Do we have those pictures? I'm just going to ask our control room if they can put those pictures up that we just got. We had some in the dark last night, and we had some fresh ones that we took of the daylight today as we try to get those together. We'll get those up on the screen for you. I do want to tell you this. So here's the shot today that we wanted to show you. This is what it looked like. There's been a big snowstorm, a lot of snow fell. But that's what it looked like in the daylight today. You can see every single window, plywood, from the top floor to the bottom floors. And then also the doors The doors are also covered in plywood, and the crime scene tape as well had to be put up again outside the driveway because the security that's there, you can see the security car that's there. They noted that, people had come into the driveway and trampled down on the security tape. So he's had to put that security tape back up. But look at that. Not one egress is now visible, and a big no trespassing sign is up, on that fence and alerting people that this is not somewhere where you want to mess about. So something else, security that is there, they have an open-ended contract. They haven't been told when their contract is over. So there's another indicator that we're not exactly sure when that demolition is going to happen. But they did get a notification 12 hours before the crews showed up to put all those boards up. So possibly they'll get some notification in advance of the demolition. I do want to let you know, we showed you something back at Christmas time. There was a woman who came to the home in the evening, and she brought a poinsettia and laid it out in front of the home. And that was really the tenor of what looked like very respectful mourners who had come to the home to pay their respects. They'd left, stuffed animals and cards and candles, as you will normally see at a vigil. But can we maybe put those pictures up of the woman from Christmas time? I can't remember exactly what date, but she put a poinsettia out. She just said to our, producers that she just wanted to pay respects in some way. She didn't take any pictures of herself there. She didn't do anything disrespectful, but this was what the mourning was like.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that woman was actually from Ohio. You got a warning ticket once. I cried, so he gave me a warning. That never worked for me, ever. If I got behind it, yeah, that girl drove. Yeah, she did drive. Okay, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, Roy, you're right. Okay, I thought she came from Ohio. Man, I'm so close to Columbus. I would have rode with her. My mom was 62 and was never pulled over, not once in her life. My dad, on the other hand, not when he got older, but when he was younger, he had a Mustang, so he got pulled over a lot. He thought he was cool. He probably was for the time, though.
Like early on, it was very respectful. People were just genuinely devastated by what happened. And they still are. Without question, they still are. But to hear that there are kids coming out and doing these stupid dances out in front of the home where 4 people were just ruthlessly murdered, it's just sort of beyond the pale. So you can understand why the university says this is a decision that's perhaps best. And as they said, to not further sensationalize that crime scene by what may be going on. And I'm told this is a day-to-day occurrence, that kids are coming by and either snapping a bunch of selfies and pictures or doing these ridiculous little dances. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find news.
So who does that? Like, I understand that kids are dumb, but I mean, these aren't kids. These are young adults. I'm sure that, 13-year-old TikTokers aren't over there in front of that Idaho house, like doing TikTok dances. And what's the dance? Does anybody know the dance? Because I just heard this earlier and I was like, if we could find it on TikTok, I would look, because I would just love to know what they're dancing about. It's so disrespectful. Every time, yeah, TikTok, yeah. Like, they showed up there. I wish somebody could have got them on camera. Like, are you kidding me? And then they trampled down where they took down the crime scene tape, like the yellow crime scene tape, because they had the fence up. Well, they put it back up after the TikTokers were starting to come. Well, I guess they trampled down on that. Just trampled it down. Like, that's just so disrespectful. There's got to be new laws. I just don't know. I don't do TikTok dances, which maybe I'll try one of these days. But I've been trying to do TikTok just to get, more exposure out there. And I try to do it for my store, but I never do. But I do have one. Actually, I did post 3 TikToks the last few days. Oops. I didn't mean to hit the microphone there. So they are watching the house. That's the thing. They have a security guard out there, and I don't know if maybe they were in the back of the house when they were doing it, or where he couldn't see and then he saw them. But it's just insane to me. Tanya, do a clogging dance. I should. Well, remember when allegedly he used to come in our chat? I think he gave up on YouTube, but he told me to do the Wednesday Addams dance. And I feel like I should, because I have like darker hair, but I'd have to get it like black because it's like more brown. But I don't really, and I do have a lot of all black, but I don't have anything dressy, so I'd have to find something. I'd have to go to like Goodwill. But it would be a cute dance to do because your girl don't have any moves. But I do like to have fun and be funny on TikTok. And that's what it's there for. It's there for true crime, for reviews, and just for like some laughter. Especially on YouTube when, you have some stuff that not the true crime part, because that's sad. That's always sad. But there are parts of this working as a creator in YouTube land where it's just hilarious. And you just need to share it. So that's what I want to do with you guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and play you the next one here. So this is just going to go, we talked about this yesterday. I don't know if you guys know or not, but Olivia, which is Kaylee Gonzalez's sister, she gave birth to her beautiful baby girl named Theodora Maddie Kay. She was, so she's been pregnant this whole time. A lot of people didn't know that she was pregnant. I remember hearing about it during one of the interviews that they did. It was very quick. They didn't spend time talking about it because it wasn't, Olivia knew that it wasn't about her. It was about her sister and stuff. So, really? You're banned on TikTok? Can't you just make another account? Oh my gosh. Yeah, just someone like that didn't want to see you doing good. I know that you can like go viral on TikTok. I've heard like way faster than you could ever on YouTube. Like you have to really, really like put in the work on YouTube. Olivia is so strong because I couldn't imagine being pregnant. Even if your sister's never had a baby, you still want your sister there to enjoy in that experience. And she's not going to be able to have that, but she's got two of the best guardian angels. And remember last night when I said my mom said everybody gets two guardian angels. So maybe those were her too for that baby, It's devastating, but at the same time, it's like new life. So it's like it's beautiful. I think Theodora might have been one of her, maybe like a family name. Or they named her Theodora first because they didn't want to be reminded every single time they called her Maddie Kay. You know what I mean? Like they still wanted it in there, but every time they say her name, you know what I mean? Maybe they didn't want to like hurt themselves. But I think it's a beautiful name. And I think Theodora is just so cute because she can go by Theo, Dora, Maddie, Kay. You can go by so much. I like that part about it. My name, I hated my name growing up. And my name, my name is TitaniumBuilt. So that was my name growing up. Kids made fun of me all the time. They're like, your name's TitaniumBuilt? I'm like, yeah. Just kidding. My name is Tanya, for those of you that don't know my name. Sometimes I say it in the beginning. Sometimes I forget. So you guys can call me Tanya. You don't have to call me TitaniumBuilt if you don't want to. Yep. And everybody smash that like button. Mikey said so. Okay. So let me play this one for you here. And then I do have, like I said, I have some more pictures to show you. She may actually show them one here, though.
I want to bring in our senior national correspondent, Brian Enton, right now. Brian, I want to start with you with something very positive, sort of a silver bright lining in this terrible story. And that was that Kaylee would have been an aunt today. Her sister, Olivia, had a baby this morning at 4:21 a.m. And Olivia named that baby Theodora Maddie Kay Stevenson. So we've got some of the pictures we want to show you, shared by the family. But this is, you know, it's heartbreaking that this little girl's middle name is Maddie Kay, after, of course, Maddie Mogan and Kaylee Gonsalves, her sister. And there's Steve Gonsalves cradling his new granddaughter. I just want to get your thoughts on that, because it's just a positive way to start our conversation.
Yeah, it brought a smile to my face today, Ashley. I don't think a lot of people realized that Olivia was pregnant through all of this. You know, when we interviewed her, when we talked to her, it's not something obviously she was talking about much with everything going on, but behind the scenes, I would have conversations with her about how it was going, and she was going to have to get another doctor in Idaho because she lived back in California. And I'm just so happy to see that she had the baby, and that, you know, that they can have some positivity right now, because with everything that they've been through. I mean, just look at that face, a beautiful baby. So let's just hope that this brings them some joy with everything that they've been through, Ashley.
It is just good to report some joy in this story, and then to know that her name is going to be Theodora Maddie Kay. Maddie Kay, all one word, Maddiekay. So that this little child will memorialize her aunt, who she'll never have met, which is just devastating. I do want to ask you about some of the comments that some of the locals have made regarding this news today, that the home is going to be demolished and that there'll be a memorial. Many of those people said that they were concerned about it being demolished soon, which is what our university source said. They want to make sure that it's not demolished too soon. They want it gone, but not too soon. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I'm told, I don't have a specific timeline either, but I'm told it's going to happen sometime this semester. When I first heard the news today that it was going to be demolished, I thought, okay, maybe after the trial, but it is apparently going to be this semester. You know, I just personally felt a sense of relief having stood out there for so much time. And what I don't think people always realize is that the house is very, very close to the campus, really right across the street. It is surrounded by student housing, by apartments, by townhouses, and by other houses, all occupied by students. And there are kids walking in front of that house all day long to go to and from class. And it's just an eerie feeling. And even when I was out there, it was like people didn't want to look at it and be reminded of what happened there over and over again. And I really do think the only way to heal from that is to take the house down. I mean, you can't ever imagine anyone living in that house again. And, you know, kudos to the owners for donating it to the university so they can start that process.
Right. I mean, that's huge. What an incredible act of, you know, magnanimous nature to do that. Then there's this other side, that the reports are that TikTokers are coming out and doing these ridiculous and frankly just obscene dances in front of the house and taking these selfies and posting them to TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, that's disgusting. It's one thing to drive by. I mean, I get it. People are curious, especially when I was there early on. You know, people who lived in the area would just drive by and look out the window. That's one thing. But for people to be dancing outside the house, for people to be driving there to take pictures and selfies outside that house, again, it becomes a distraction. The university in their statement today talked about that, the fact that there are people that do these kinds of things. And I think that's just another reason that the house has to come down. There'll be a beautiful memorial on campus. We can remember the victims without having to remember exactly what happened in that house every single day, with it being right there on campus. And by the way, they did the 3D imaging inside the house. We were there when they did it outside. It's like the best technology. They have the measurements, they have the full 3D photos. So the jurors will be able to, you know, see what the house looked like that way.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my concerns, having covered so many trials where there are jury go-sees to crime scenes that have been preserved for years. So I do have my concerns in that respect. And if that's a benefit or a loophole that can be exploited by the defense, it seems it's an unnecessary one, other than the healing, which is critical as well. One last question, Brian, and that is that the university president has said that he wants to make students involved. He wants them to be involved in the redevelopment of this property at 1122 King Road. The healing garden and the memorial, I think, is what's planned, for the campus. But what do you expect that they might even be able to consider doing in this, this residential neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, a park might be nice there. Again, it's an area where a lot of students are walking back and forth because there's a big apartment building right next to it. You can make it into a beautiful park. I'm not sure that people will want to live in that spot again. But I think the bottom line is just the house coming down. It is going to help people heal there. Again, just having been there, the feeling of living in that area with that house there, you can't get past it. And even when you're outside, you know how it is when you cover these things, Ashley. When you're outside, you can't help but constantly think of what happened inside that house. And I think the only way to, take away that pain is the house just has to come down.
Yeah. I remember seeing it in the Cleveland House of Horrors. They brought that house down. They brought it down in Connecticut, where Dr. Pettit lost his wife and daughters. It happens, and oftentimes it is a healing result, the memorial that's left behind. I just wanted to mention the 4 names of the victims in this case, since we're talking about their home. And it's Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle. 4 beautiful kids in the prime of their life. And all of this hopefully will lead to some justice for these 4 victims and their families. Brian Enton, thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Ashley.
Still to come.
Okay. I don't see them. Actually, I said this a couple of days ago before they even came out yesterday. This was, what day are we on? Saturday? So this would have been like Thursday. Yeah, Thursday Night Live after we did the Murdoch. The windows were boarded up then, and I said, they're going to knock this place down. The house is boarded up. My comment section blew up. They're not going to tear that place down. They're not going to do that. What makes you say that? So the next day, they were talking about tearing it down. So I went to school for 4 years I wanted to be a crime scene investigator. I wanted to do crime scene analysis and stuff like that because I would never be a cop. But with that being said, I've never, and you guys are going to have to help me with this. I've never heard of them taking a jury in my day and in our day and age back to the crime scene where 4 people were murdered and letting them walk around in all of that biohazard. Even though cleanup crews could have been in there, they don't really clean up the house that well. And then in the beginning of the live, also we went over, let's just read it. They did multiple 3-dimensional scans of the residence, which we showed you guys exactly what those pictures would have, entailed. Not the actual house, but we showed you from a different show that uses those cameras. They have 4,000 crime scene photographs, 113 pieces of physical evidence. And then that's not talking about, the digital submissions and the helplines and the interviews that they've done. They've had this house. I needed to count the weeks. Let me just count them real quick again because your girl forgot. November 13th. Oops. $16 weeks tomorrow. So they've had plenty of time. I feel like, yeah, Justin's still there, but yeah, he deleted 3 videos actually. He deleted that rant on that other guy too. I'll have to check it on his Facebook post. I'll check that real quick because I just bookmarked him because, he's nuts, and I want to see him. I want to see the nut bag go down really. Because I feel like you cannot be just saying this stuff about people. And I think the reason why he pulled all of his stuff is because he's scared. Because, I don't know, he just is dumb. He's dumb. We were supposed to hear, remember, Chief Fry was supposed to get arrested last night by 10 p.m. Chicago time. Well, he didn't. He didn't. So. Oh, right. What is his handle? I just looked his. Let me see. I actually just pulled it out. If she can't give you the handle, I will. I forget what his handle is. Because if you look up just Justin, a bunch of them come up. But yeah, he doesn't have any of his videos up. So, I mean, other than 2, they're like old videos. Yeah, so let me see if I can find his actual like @ handle thing, because it'll be on there. Let's see. I have so many bookmarks. I need to delete some of these, y'all. It's at J Rod Speaks. So let me put this in the. Eddie said Justin is BS. You are so right. If you didn't catch the live the other day when we went over his video, because his video is now down. So if you do, I mean, I know like some already saw the video, but if you guys do want to watch the video that this guy put out, stating all kinds of bull crap facts that are, I mean, it's ridiculous facts. Ridiculous, I'm sorry. False allegations, because nothing is factual about anything that he said. So, I don't want to look at him, Teresa said. No, I don't either. I knew he was a waste of time, but it was just like, I wanted to put it out there because, you know, I know that a bunch of people are reporting him too. I'm not sure about anything Emma said. Me neither, girl. Me neither. I'm only sure about I have to be here. Be here at 8:15. So what else do I want to show you guys next? Let's see. Oh, I was going to show you the pictures. I think that there was some more. This one here, because I couldn't show you the one up close of Kaylee's mom with the baby. I think the baby weighed 9 pounds. Wait, no, that's wrong. 6 pounds, maybe 6 pounds, 9 ounces, or 6 pounds, 6 ounces, 19 inches long. Don't quote me on that though. Maybe we'll see it on here. Oh. But I just thought that was, isn't that precious? I just think that those are just a baby. And she's so happy. You can just tell. And it's so early in the morning. And then, let me go back. See what else. We have Mr. Gonzalez. Look how much weight he's lost. But she's tiny. You are, Emma? I feel like I am too. I got the fan on half the time. I'm burning up. Exactly. If I were to see anybody, if I were to hear of anybody going to that hospital to mess with this family during this time, I would personally fly out there and throw punch people. Because that'd be so bad. Oh, she was 5 pounds? Yeah, no, I can't find any TikToks of it. We just heard about them. So I'm wondering if they were caught doing it and the officers were like, give me your phone, because, you know, like there are gag orders and stuff in place. They don't want anything getting out. So maybe they were able to get them to delete them without them saying maybe, okay, so that could be considered trespassing for those people doing that TikTok dance. So the officer busts them, let's say, and he says, give me your phones, you delete the videos, get the hell out of here, and I won't press charges on you. Maybe something like that. Yeah, where do they all hide out, I wonder? kids do grow fast, and I don't even have any. Yeah, there's no TikToks. Yeah, so they might have just had him delete them. Yeah, he's a happy papa. He is just so is. He is so, and it just is like new life. It's something that they can hopefully they're able to take this time and, have these positive, feelings and with their new grandbaby and put the trial almost to the side for just a minute. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that their brain will allow them to just have that moment of clarity and that moment of family time, because I don't think anyone needs it more than probably Olivia, really. Her parents are going through a lot, and she probably, misses her sister too, and she probably needs her parents, so. I don't know. I heard a couple of different people say that there were people out there doing TikToks. What do you mean, Annie? Did you see somewhere do you have is there somewhere that you know of that how they weren't making TikToks? Grandma said she was a 10-pound bag of sugar. Oh, your little guy was little, 3 pounds. My sister-in-law, my mother's, I don't know why I say this, it's my aunt, but my mother's sister, I don't really talk to her, but she was 1 pound, 7 ounce, I think. They carried her around on a pillow. So what I'm thinking is, even if there's not videos of it, I don't think that there necessarily weren't, TikTokers out there trying to do dances. I don't believe it was like TikTokers that had had any following. I think it was just students out there just being stupid. Yeah, no, she was so tiny. She never did move out of her parents' house and she's like 50. So I don't know if that's a good idea to have a small baby like that. Sometimes just that's what happens, but they just were so careful with her. I don't think there's any more pictures of the baby. Oh, maybe there's one right here. Oh, look at that perfect baby. Look at those cheeks. She's cute. So I wanted to show you guys those. And then I just have a couple more things to show you. I was trying to see if I missed anything. Maybe all Kohlberger fans out there, I can only imagine. Well, that chat group is, the chat group's up to, I don't even know how many thousands and thousands of people now, but some of them are just trolls just trying to see what other people are saying. But at the same time, I don't know. Body carrier, I wish I could send them. I wonder why they would lie though. What would be the reasoning for lying? What would they get out of lying? Well, there's a gag order. Law enforcement hasn't been talking. Now, the media, I don't know, who she found out from, but Banfield does say that she has sources, and I will say, whatever, people have been making fun of her for saying that. But every journalist, every single one of them have sources. They don't come out and say their sources after every broadcast. If they want to stay, where they're hidden, then they can. And I think that with this case having a gag order, that's probably what they want. Because I haven't seen anybody come out and debunk anything that she's put out there. Like, she didn't run the Justin story. So for people that are saying she's literally taking anything and running with it, she's not, because she would have ran with Kim. She would have ran with Justin. She would have ran with that other guy. I can't remember his name. So the zip ties. Okay, so Emma, the zip ties are part of a game. So basically what you do is you zip tie yourself to your partner. It's a new drinking game. Like, not in my time. I didn't play this drinking game. But basically what it is you have a certain amount of time to drink like the set amount of alcohol, and then you can get like untied. And you're tied to somebody else. So the whole time until you finish your alcohol, like you have to follow that person. You have to go to the bathroom with that person and everything, because you cannot be untied. So that's what the zip ties were for. And you can even look it up. It's under like, if you look under like college party game, zip tie game, it'll show you. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are asking. I think it says it on here too, that they're asking about the news. So that's what actually Banfield says. Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's in this one, because I don't think I have any more. Yeah, this is the last one. So she says, she should say it in this one, that she said we're lucky to have heard what we did here, because there are a lot of residents that are saying, leave us alone. We don't want to talk to you again. So, oh no, you're fine. Just, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And there's no dumb questions. I wonder what what's Ashley Banfield ran that was so, what made everybody in an uproar, other than her just stating sources. Because you know what I find funny about that, and I find this very funny. I do. I do. I'll go on creators' channels and they will be bashing Ashley Banfield. She came out with sources, but they're playing her videos and they're talking about her videos. And I just don't get it. If you think that her sources are not credible, or you think her, journalism is crap, don't play it on your channel. I mean, I like Ashley Banfield. I haven't seen anything, and since I've known her, she hasn't come out and been like, with anything that's been, I haven't heard her say anything that's been over the top. I haven't heard her say anything that's been disgusting about any of the victims, or even putting anything out there related to that. I don't know. Teresa, we need to take you back to college, because you didn't do college then. We didn't do any of that. She said we studied and no parties allowed on campus. Okay, did you go to a dry university? Because I have a funny story about that. There was a dry university my friends went to, and we would pack beer in our book bags. We were bad. Oh, I don't blame Annie Potts. I would not want to talk to the media either. I don't blame them. You were a mom at that age. Aw. So yeah, let's see what she does say about it. I'll play the rest of it here. Or I'll play this one here.
I do want to give you some of the reaction from the community, not only the neighbors who live nearby, but also students, who go there. What are their thoughts that this home will eventually be demolished? So I want to play some of that for you now. This is what they said when they were asked about the demolition.
I heard this morning that they're going to demolish the house. I think that it's a step in the right direction. We're going to get some closure on this. Every single time I drive by that, I think about it, I look at it. If it was gone and something else was there, that would be great.
As a student, having to move frequently around campus to be able to go to school, knowing that I lived in a place where people were so brutally murdered would not feel comfortable to me.
I think tearing down the house could be a good thing. And for a memorial, I think it'd be good to put it here on campus in one of the parks.
I don't think it needs to be torn down. However, If it is torn down, I believe the memorial should go in its place.
I don't think anyone for one would want to live in that house, but also out of respect to the people that were killed, I think it's a good action to take, just to take it down and maybe make it to some sort of memorial or some place where people can go and learn about what happened.
So there were a lot of people who wanted to say their piece, but not on camera. And let me give you some of that reporting as well. 3 of the neighbors who actually live right around the house said that they think it's just a horrible place. They don't want to look at that horrible place anymore, quote, that horrible place anymore. And so they support that the house is going to be torn down. And a couple of other neighbors, 2 men who actually share or adjacent in the backyard with the home, they didn't want to speak on camera, but they said that it's, quote, it's spooky looking at this house right now. They knew all of the kids who lived there. They had actually partied in the yard just, within the prior weeks to the murders. They said that they wanted their families to get justice. They were worried, though, that if the house were torn down early, possibly some technicality could prevent Brian Koberger from being appropriately punished. And this was a sentiment that our producer, our stringer, heard repeated often around town today. They were concerned. They wanted the house destroyed, but at the right time to make sure that all of the investigative work has been done, that there can be no, loophole if the house is gone, that could be a benefit to the defendant in this particular case. It's poignant. Also, the person who witnessed some of the TikTok dances said that they were shocked, quote, by how many people all day long were doing this. They couldn't believe how often that they had been doing the TikTok dances. You'll also be interested to hear that many of the neighbors who live around the house have signs up everywhere on their windows, doors saying, no comment, no media, go away. So we were very lucky to get this reaction today. I also want to play for you what some of the students said. And there you go. You can see some of the pictures. Reporters not welcome. We do not have a statement. Please respect our wishes. We have no statement. Please leave us alone. And then I wanted to give you a couple of the comments of what some of the students we talked to today felt about a memorial on campus or elsewhere. And here's what they said.
Maybe a good spot for a memorial would be somewhere around that area. I think maybe if we wanted to remember it more specifically, maybe over by the library or something to that effect would be good spots for that.
I feel like having the memorial on campus would definitely be a lot better than off campus.
As far as building a memorial on campus, I think that definitely needs to happen. It's a beautiful campus, so I think anywhere they decide will be great.
I am not exactly sure where their memorial should be, but I don't think it should be at the place of their murder. Because to be tied to just their deaths is not something I would wish upon anyone, and I would rather celebrate who they were in life than mourn them for who they were that night.
So there you have it. There are some of the thoughts of those who are in the community about both the house being torn down and the memorial being built. Thank you for watching. Go to...
What do you guys think that they should put there? I don't think that they can put, well, I mean, I guess they could put another structure, but I thought somebody was saying that they couldn't do that. So maybe like I don't know if a memorial like the students were saying would be good there, because you don't want to remember somebody there, like, in that bad spot. But I think that like a well-lit path for the students to be able to travel to and from, like, places would be really nice, especially when you're going up that, that ramp to where you're going to park back there. Didn't seem like it was very well lit. Maybe doing some sort of safety precautions like that, getting telephones in to where you can call when you're outside. I mean, these girls and Ethan, they did everything they were supposed to do that night. This was, but I think that they should plant like a little garden there, like a little garden walkway or something, like that would be cute. I think that would be like a nice, idea. So, and then they could maybe put like little trees, something that they could grow and just always be there. What else was going to say? I was going to say something else. Let me see. Yeah, how about a little park? Something positive. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I kind of got that. I was like, TTB, I kind of got that. I told Vincent today I need to get a Cricut so I can just start making shirts to wear. Because then that would be like so much easier. Because someone asked me the other day if I had merch, and I was like, no, but that would be perfect for me because I hate wearing I hate clothing in general. Like, it's so bad to say that, but I'm a t-shirt gal. Like, even though I own a boutique, I'm a t-shirt gal. And then it would get like the word out there a little more. Oh, I don't think it's Ellie that's posting it, Mikey. I don't think that this is Ellie at all that's given her this information. I had my person that I thought maybe, but I'm not sure who's given her information. But it's also, not just her running with it either. It's every news syndicate's ran with this. You can look it up. I mean, I could look it up on ABC, NBC. I just do News Nation because they won't copyright me as hard. Sometimes they'll, limited my ads, but that's worth it. I can show it to y'all. Oh yeah, you said that you were going to order, or you had a restaurant. What kind of restaurant do you have, Ray? I worked in restaurants for 8 years. My mom worked in them for almost 20. So I think I'm just going to print my shirts myself. Because I can order through Canvas tees, like they're really nice tees. Since I'm a business owner. So I can get like high quality t-shirts. Because I don't know about you guys. Has anyone ordered, okay, this is a good question for you guys. Has anyone ordered a shirt, a merchandise item off of a creator on YouTube? Like a t-shirt, sweatshirt, coffee mug, anything at all? Oh, Ray, my mom would love that. She would have loved that. She loves seafood. I do like crab legs though. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, Canvas tees are really nice. So I actually like a different t-shirt brand, but they make t-shirts already, but I'm trying to figure out where they get their stock shirts because the ones I wear all the time, I've owned these shirts for 4 or 5 years and I've washed them so much, done painting in them. I've done everything in these things and they look great. That would be very pretty, Kaylee. Oh, I like that, Kaylee, $4.75. Oh, thank you. This is actually a boutique top. I bought this when I worked at a boutique, and now this one is actually for sale in my consignment part of my boutique. I don't have anything like this one yet, but I want to put a spring order in, but I have it in green and some other color. I was bad. I used to buy stuff in every color. Your wardrobe's stuck in the 80s. Mine's bad. No, okay, so mine's not. That's the bad thing. Okay, if you travel to the other side, like we did a members only live the other night, and I did it over in my shop side, and it looks like a little store. So like, if you were to walk in there, you'd be like, this girl's got so much good taste. She dresses so nice. And then there's me. I just like to be comfortable right now. That's all. That's all. So they don't. Okay, that's what. Okay, because my eye is really good for detail. And I can tell by looking at the pictures of the product that it's way too expensive for what you're getting. Like I'm going to charge $34.95 for a sweatshirt, like a hoodie, you bet your butt it's going to be able to be washed and dried so many different times for the next years to come. Like, I don't understand that. So we thought maybe it was a certain company made all that stuff, but we're beginning to realize that we could be doing that. We could just order our stuff because I have, my business license. So I wanted to put that out there because I kept forgetting to put that out there. And I will put my banner for my boutique at the top. Since it's Saturday, I do own a boutique. So I don't have merch right now, but I have stuff that's even cuter than merch right now because it's boutique stuff. But I thought that it would be cute to do titanium, a built shirt, because that's like unisex. Like I have a really good name for like guys and girls. I don't sell Pole right now. I did have a sweater by Pole and it was so expensive. It was so pretty. And I sold it. I can't believe I sold it. I sold it. But I haven't looked on their site in a long time, but I bet they do have cute sweaters. I know anyway. So the company that I worked for, they only sold Pole one time and it was that one sweater, I think, because it was so expensive. I think they didn't want to, I don't know. I probably was the only one that bought it because I think it was like a $75 sweater or something, which is expensive. But at the time, to me, that was not expensive. I was so bad when I worked at a boutique because you get a discount. I mean, it's 30%, so it's not a lot, but it's something. Hello, Tree Baby Tennessee. Any baseball caps? I don't, but I almost want to sell like some of these other ones I have that I never wore. They're Ohio ones. That's the only downside. I buy a lot of stuff. I don't think I have any hats. I don't have hats. So I started it a couple years ago. And my plan was to do all of these events and just build. So everything around here that if you want to get a shop around here, there's not a lot of places that are open because of the high demand. The mall's open, but the mall wants to charge an outrageous price for the fact that I would be bringing in all of the people into the mall because nobody goes in that mall. You know what I mean? It would just be too much. But that's my dream, is to open up my own boutique. And I would still do YouTube. I would just do it at my boutique. It would be fun. And I would do it here too. But that is my overall goal. The Pole is good. This is Zanana, if you can believe it. Well, you should be able to believe it because it's so dang big and it's a small. But Vincent was like, that's not like American Eagle's clothes at all. Because we went there today and they had like the little baby tees. What else do I have? Okay, so I carry the brands that I carry. Because I tell people, I know that a lot of people, when it comes to boutiques, they won't tell their brands. You notice they cover up the brand with their tags. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're probably charging you too much and they don't want you to realize until you get home. Most people don't know boutique brands, so they won't realize. But your girl does. And I don't buy cheap. I don't do it. I had to send back winter stuff, so I didn't even have a lot for winter because I refused to sell. I wrote them and I was like, you can't even possibly think. And you know me, I'm not like that. I hope you guys would think I wouldn't, but I was like, no. I said, you're going to take these back. I said, these are ridiculous. It was so bad. Zanana does run big, and that's why I love it, because I used to work in a curvy boutique. So anything that could run a little bit bigger for my, curvier women was like a godsend to me, because I hated telling people that we didn't have their size. It crushed me. Being a small girl too, and they knew it really crushed me. So my boutique name came from, we don't know. We have no clue. Vincent decided a long time ago we wanted to open up maybe a coffee shop in a boutique, and we wanted to name it Sip and Shop. We didn't know. So we thought we would do Sip and Shop, and whenever I quit my job, that's the name we were going to go with. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not loving this name. I am just not loving it, because I thought online boutique, you sip your wine, whatever, while you're shopping. It didn't hit me. So I'm like laying in bed one afternoon. It was like one morning, like, morning, afternoon or something. And Poppy and Ari, it just came in my head and I just spit it out. And Vincent was like, what? And I was like, Poppy and Ari, that should be the name of the boutique. I love it. I don't know where he's like, where'd it come from? I don't know to this day. Poppy is not spelled like that, but with a Y. I spelled it with an I to make it different. But Poppy is the flower of California, their state flower, which I didn't know that beforehand. And that's where Vincent's from. So that's cute. And then Ari means strong boy, or like strong man or something like that. So, and I want to eventually sell men's clothing. So I thought the Ari part would be, the Poppy would be the girl, and then the Ari eventually would be the men's side. And so that's my thing. That's my thing right there. I don't know if I have anything else to show you, really. I don't think so. We were just kind of chit-chatting. Oh, do you? Oh, it's a pretty name. I think they do too. I think they run big on purpose. Because like, actually one shirt. It was I wish I could pull a picture up of it, because I had it in my store. But it was a cream. It was the cream tank, and it had the lace in the front, and it flowed. I had that thing in a large one, and it wasn't going over my girls. I said, what is this? What is going on with life? I couldn't even get it. Oh, really? Vincent's father is a vet, and he's from California, so his dad is buried in California. Wow, we're going to have to wear a Poppy on our shirt now when we remember, Veterans Day. Oh, how old is your baby? Pole run's big too. That's why I had to get rid of mine, because it was a medium and it was big. It was one of these. I should have kept it. But I was like, I don't need it. I'm like, I go over there. I'm like, I need stuff. Oh, Mikey's in Canada too. Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. I'm trying to get to my goal of 6,500 subscribers by the end of the live. Or not the end of the live, the end of the weekend. So I have another day. I like to make short-term goals for myself, because then I feel like when you do that, and then you make your goal, it makes you more motivated. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It just makes you more motivated. I just like to make little goals here and there. And then I always like to give you guys, my goals. Put pressure on you a little bit, Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, look, yours is even like a skull with the Cowboys mask. Somebody else has who is that comes in here and she's a Cowboys fan? And I really like her. Like the first day she came in, she was just spitting off stuff, and it was so good. And I was like, never thought. Oh, you're fine. Oh, my leg has got a cramp in it. Now I want to go shopping. I really want to go shopping. I want to go to Dry Goods or something. You're a Cowboys fan too, Dreamcatcher? Okay, I'm an Eagles fan. But I like y'all in here. I remember not this past year, or not this past Super Bowl, when we went to the Super Bowl, but about 10 years ago or 7 years ago or something. And this Cowboys fan came by my store at the mall, and he walked by and he was in his Cowboy shirt, and it was right, like we had just found out we were going to Super Bowl that day or something. And I ran out of my store and I was like, how about them Eagles? And he turned around and he gave me the look of death. And I just smiled so big at him, and we laughed for a long time, because after I smiled, he just, I don't know. He knew I wasn't really meaning it. And so we ended up talking. He was the coolest guy. I'm East Coast. I'm Ohio. Yep, definitely East Coast. Can't you tell by my attitude sometimes? Vincent's from West Coast, so he's my relaxing guy. Giants girl. Can't go wrong with the Giants either. They're a good team. Well, you guys are awesome. I am going to put the member thing in there though one more time. And then tomorrow we'll maybe I'll do like a panel to see if we should watch Nancy or if we should just try to watch the documentary. Is it like so if it's a 3-part series, is it 3 hours? Go Steelers. Tribby Dead, I used to like boycott the Steelers, and only because this is the only reason. I'm 37, so when I was in my early 20s, the Steelers did very well back then. I mean, they still do pretty good, but I mean they were in their prime, I feel like. Every girl liked the Steelers because they were a team that won. So then you had me, born in Philadelphia, parents were there, raised me, out there to be very, like to be born and raised like I was born and raised in Philadelphia. And it was just, it would make me so mad because my team sucked and I still was watching them, But then you'd hear all these girls go, oh my God, my team's winning. It's like, you don't even know what your team is doing. No, so the memberships are all at random. So like not even like me. Like one time I wanted to like gift a membership to Isabel because like she was a mod and I didn't want her to miss out on anything, and because she's always here. I'm surprised she's not here tonight. She's probably just sleeping. It's like 2:30 there, but I don't know why it does that, but it'll give it to the person that's been the most like active, I guess, in the chat. I don't know. I wonder if like I try to do it. I don't even know if I can. I don't think I can. Isn't that weird? Let me see. Vincent knows all about this stuff. He's the gifter. Because it says like I can show support for it says show support for TitaniumBuilt super sticker super chat. What the heck? I can send myself a super chat. I wonder what that would look like if I did that. Like, I mean, really, has anyone seen anybody give themselves a super chat? Yeah, I could do a poll. Yeah, I'll do a poll tomorrow. And we'll see what we got. I read Ina and then I had to go back up. They just came out with, it's an older one now, but they just came out with a new like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I haven't watched it, but I don't think I would really like it like the original. I still love Will Smith. I don't care if he slapped Chris Rock in his face. Oh, you should be able to gift memberships. Yeah. I think what you do is, okay, so if you're on a phone or like an iPad, let me see. I'm trying to see how you do it. Well, Becky figured that part out. Well, welcome, Becky. Well, let's see. Oh, there it came up. I was like, why wouldn't it let me put it up? Oh, okay. So if you go to oh no, that's cash. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to ask Vincent really quick. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I got it figured out, I think. Vincent said that, because on mine it doesn't show that. So if you go to the bottom of your, oops. I know Vincent, he needs to teach a class. It was so funny. I didn't want my, anybody to really color match me today. I didn't want to do that. And he's like, just give me a couple hours to go in YouTube. He's like, I'll become a makeup guru. But he said, so all you have to do is just go down to the bottom right and there's a $sign there. And when you click on that, it should be on your phone or your tablet. It should pull up and say it'll say gift memberships. Mine doesn't allow me to do that on my side. I think that's so wrong. Why do I should be able to give memberships? That'd be fun. YouTube. Just kidding, YouTube. Love you. We don't discriminate over here. Yeah, I think that's all I really had to show you. So we can just chit chat. I'm glad we got through that stuff tonight. It was just a few things. I just wanted to come and hang out with you for a little while and see what everyone was doing this weekend. Plus, I wanted to show off my new makeup. She said, try with me. See, so what it does, when you do the gifting, it bases the gifting off of who's been most active in your chat. And sometimes people will come up and I'm like, who is this person? Or most active on your page, I guess. So maybe people aren't always in the chat. On your Mac, I don't know what that would show up as. Let me see, actually. I'm on a Mac. If I go to my live. Let me see, actually. I'm on a Mac. Let me just pause mine. Yeah, so then if you go to the $sign. Oh, yeah, right here. I can do it. How did I... Okay, that's weird. So if you go on your MacBook, you can. It says, let me see. It says membership gifting, join for members only access, super chat, super sticker. Look at that. Well, that's fun. How do I go back? Well, I thought you were a member, Summer. Did you just have to renew it? Are you fixing it? She's like, wrong. That was the wrong one. I need the book YouTube for dumb. No, me too. Me too. You can come here and hang out with us. When I first started back in, the beginning. Okay, the beginning was cute. I was looking through old videos, and before I didn't even know how to use StreamYard. There's a video of me holding an iPad, guys. It's on a stand, but I'm showing you a video on an iPad, from a camera. It's bad, but it was cute because I didn't know what I was doing. So now it's getting a little easier, a little bit. Now you basically gifted yourself. That's crazy. Let me see if I can go back. Where was I just at? Okay, let's see. Well, you son of a gun. It doesn't have my other card on here. I was trying to see if I could do it. But I don't know if I know my card things. There we go. I did it. So if you if if it shows up and you have like, it'll say like allow gifts, just make sure that you hit allow gifts. But see, it looks like a lot of people that aren't even in the chat tonight, but some people, I mean, they're always like in the chat though normally. So that's good. And Kaz was here tonight. So that was the first time I've ever been able to do that. I didn't know I could do that. You're welcome. Everybody got gifted. So, okay. So yeah, I just did 5. And I'm glad that you guys, okay, yeah, because you always just have to turn on well, that's awesome. Because like mine don't come up on this screen. It's so weird. That's why I'm looking over here. Isn't that weird? Thank you so much for gifting memberships. That's so sweet. You guys are so nice. I love that. And I think mine went through too. They should have, because it shows up there. So. And then I bet if I go, there's like, I don't even know if like you could even teach this crap. Like when you do YouTube, you do like one thing through one page, this thing through here, this thing through here. It's just so crazy. And then so yeah, okay. Make sure that the ones, that I sent out to, they got gifted. I hope they did. I think they did. So it was like, it should have been like 10 altogether. Or maybe 11. I don't know, 12 or something. We learn as we go. We do. I guess I could probably stop streaming Ashley. She's just hanging out up there. I thought about doing like teaching a class on YouTube because I'm getting more familiar with it, like doing a different tier and membership and then doing either that or I could teach you how to open or start like an LLC or a business. I've got one eye, but I've got a great eye for things. I've got a knack for it. And I bet it says, that's what I was saying, might gift them next time or something. Because sometimes that's what it does. It'll like, I don't know why it does that. Let me see what it says on here. It says 11 new members. So that sounds right. Oh, wait, but then Summer was going to, I think. That's what it was. When my brain's working, yeah. I feel you there. We went and looked at some houses and stuff today, and my brain's kind of hurting thinking about them. Thinking about moving. I don't like change. We've been in the same apartment for 6 years. It's bad. We need to move. You're going to YouTube school? I need to go there. So yeah, I actually have seen them. I do see like where they'll help you, explain things, but I still feel like there's just some things that are not taught. I don't know. I've got a great eye for things. I try. So it should, right? And it might happen whenever, if you got a membership, it should change. Maybe not, it might not change tonight. It should have, but maybe next time on our next live. Because you'll turn, your color will turn green and then you'll get like a little titanium arm. And then as you, as the months go on, it changes colors, so. Oh, so Becky became a member and then the 10 gift members. Oh, I didn't even see that on my side. That's why I hate about this thing over here. Because it'll show like some and then shows like, it doesn't show others. So yeah, maybe they will. Because I see where it says gifted 5. So maybe it'll come up. Because I don't see it on my side, but maybe if we refresh or something. I bet it'll come up tomorrow. Because I know that one time, oh, I don't want to reload this page. It came up like later on or something. Let's see if I refresh this one. Yeah, it's still saying new members 11. We'll have to check that out on the next live. So like, oh, so were you on your MacBook and it was there somewhere and then it went away? Let me see if it's on mine. Oh, wait, that wasn't the one I went to. I went to like this one or something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I went to the actual. Oh, yeah. It is gone. Oh wait. Oh, did you try not the poll or did you try the money button? Because I see it. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll have to check it out tomorrow. Maybe it's something with. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. You're right. Well, I am going to jump off of here. Going to go spend some time. I'm actually getting kind of hungry, actually. I haven't ate that much. But I am going to come on and do a live tomorrow. And I don't know exactly what time it'll be, but I don't know. It won't be too late, I don't think. That's so weird. Yeah, I don't know why. You don't have the gift membership thing either? Maybe it's something like with the refreshed page because I have it on my side. Let me see which one it like. If I go under, I'll show you. Like, I think it was this one. And then I go under the money. See, it's on mine. Don't mind me. I'm just. It's bad, but it was cute because I did it. Okay. And then, yeah, it's still on mine. That's weird. But I am going to jump off of here. Like my funny face back there. Stop sharing that. But yeah, I think tomorrow will be different. Nope, not tomorrow. It's on the 28th. Thank you for asking though. Yeah, my anniversary's coming up. So we will talk tomorrow afternoon. I'll do a poll and we'll see what we kind of want to go over. I mean, we'll go over Alex Murdaugh, but we'll see if we want to watch Netflix documentary or if we want to hear about the trial and him sniffling and Paul and all of that. So, but you guys have a great evening. I love you guys so much. I'm going to put the other banner on here really quick. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter or TikTok, I'll scroll that one at the bottom. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys all in the next live.